Hello and what is going on? Mike Strauss, Mike MMA back at you with another interview. This time up, Mr. Alton, the Bowman Cunningham. He is one of the hottest light heavyweight prospects not currently signed to the UFC. But before we get to our chat, you guys know you can find my work at bjpenn.com, Low Kick MMA, CagesidePress.com, as well as my YouTube channel, Mike Strauss, Mike MMA. Now back to the reason why you tuned in the first place, Mr. Alton, the Bowman Cunningham. Enjoy. I want to welcome back Mr. Alton Cunningham to the show. Has a big fight coming up, or you did have a fight coming up with Mike Rhodes, I saw. But then, did I see something that you get signed by the UFC, man?
No. I didn't get signed by the UFC. That I know of. I mean, no, I haven't got any strange text messages. No, but I'm still fighting Mike Biggie Rhodes May 31st at LFA 68 in Mystic Lake, Minnesota.
Yeah, that's a good fight for you, man. I mean, Mike Rhodes is a guy that, has been in the UFC and Bellator. He's been around. He's kind of, on the local circuit trying to find his way back. But you're like this young up-and-comer. You're 25. You're 7-1. It seems like you're on a different trajectory than him. Was that fair to say?
Yeah. I felt like this fight actually was kind of destined to happen. I felt like this fight was going to end up happening at some point in our career, just because I know Biggie. He knows me. Just kind of been around, and I followed his career even when I was coming up as an amateur. Everybody was talking about Anthony Pettis, and at the time Eric Koch was doing this thing, and they were acting. This was around the time Biggie first got signed to the UFC, and everybody was talking about Pettis and Koch, and then I see. And I was following those guys, and I see they talking about Biggie, and I'm like, well, okay, who's this guy? Coming up, and I'm watching him, and I was kind of paying attention to his story. Just a small time kid from Iowa, and with his upbringing, and how he got into the sport. I kind of followed his career a little bit. You know what I mean? And we both got the same sponsor, strength and conditioning sponsor with Carbon Wear Help. So we worked out a few times. You know what I mean? So I know the guy, pretty well. You know what I mean? And I think he's known this fight was going to happen. At the end of the day, it's all business. We're going to go in there, we're going to handle business, fight, and that's going to be it.
The last time we all got to see you in action, man, was at LFA 56 last December. It was an awesome fight for you, man. It was a first-round knockout of Eric Murray Jr. What have you been up to since, man? Kind of, was it about 3 months since then?
Yeah, it's been about 4 months. It was actually second round. I beat him in the second round.
Oh, was it a second round?
Yeah, it was a second round TKO. But I was out for a while because I broke my hand. I broke my hand in that fight, and the last flurry that I pounded him out with, I broke my hand in one of those flurries. So I was out a little bit with that, and just taking some time to just get healthy, and that's about it. And then got back into the gym and got offered this fight, and the timing seemed right, and here we are.
And you're up still with Pura Vida, with Jake Clibb and Zach Otto and all those killers, right?
Yeah, I'm still with the guys, man. I'm still with the gang. I'm still with the mob, He's with his mob up, you know what I mean? So it's kind of it's kind of a battle of Milwaukee happening in Minnesota.
Yeah, right. I mean? You guys do have that little bit of feud with Roufusport, don't you?
Man, I don't consider it a feud, man. Everybody keeps talking about a feud, but to me, man, it's an individualized sport. Like they can look at it however they want. But I got friends at Roufusport, I got friends at Pura Vida, I got friends at other gyms too. You know what I mean? So like, I don't look at it as, to me, it's not no rivalry. If they want to take it there, okay, sure. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we're gonna fight anyway. You know what I mean? Like I'm going in there to collect heads anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, if that's what they did, they want to take it there, sure, go ahead. You know what I mean? But it's not gonna phase anything. You know what I mean? It's not gonna phase anything with me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? Like I said, this, for me, I'm going in there to fight fucking anyway. I'm not thinking about no damn gym gym rivalry. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, they're like 10 minutes down the road from us for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But MMA is a unique sport like that, right? You're like it's very much a one-on-one thing once you're in the cage, but your team has your back that whole time for all those days and months and weeks and all the sweat and blood, and it's a unique sport in that, man. But I wanted to ask you, you got that Welcome to the Dark Side, that docu-series that follows you around. That shit is awesome, man.
Thank you.
Who's behind the camera, man?
That's my boy Nathan Swan. Mr. Moondoggy on Instagram. So he's one of my good friends. This is something we've been talking about for a while. And me and him just came up with that idea, and he's like, yo, like he used to say, when he first came up to me, he's like, yo, man, like I really wanna, I would really love to collab with you, man. I got some ideas, and I had these ideas in my head anyway. And he was doing stuff with music videos and stuff like that, and I'm doing some regular vlogs on his channel. And we came up with this idea, and we're watching the UFC embedded and watching stuff like the anatomy of a fighter, and even Tyron Woodley's like Champ Camp, the Mac Life, and we just like let's do something similar to this, and just kind of see where it takes off. So we tried it a little bit. It's something that we're going to start doing a lot more. We're definitely going to get it going for this camp with Biggie for sure, and we'll probably put a little more promotion behind it. And that's something that definitely I plan on continuing forward as I continue to build my career and my brand, and I continue this takeover in the 205-pound division.
It's well done. It's well done all around. You mentioned like UFC embedded and all that, and it feels like one of those. The production level. I know that you probably have big visions for it and shit, but right now, I mean, the production is legit, man. So that's just hats off to you guys, man. Well done.
Thank you.
You mentioned 205 pounds. I know that you fought at middleweight too in your career, and I know that you ain't trying to make excuses, man, because that's just not in your DNA. But if that Bevin Lewis fight on the Contender Series, if that fight was at 205 pounds, there would have been a different ending, right?
If you want to be honest, I'm not gonna say that. Everything happened that day. Mentally I was just off. I mean, I could say, the weight cut has an effect. I can tell you right now, how I feel in the back compared to at 205 compared to how I feel in the back when I make 85. It's just a world of a difference. Pre-fight, I'm just amped. When I'm at 85, I'm trying to get myself amped. That's the difference. I'm trying to get myself amped for a fight at 185. Somebody like Bavon, who who really doesn't cut weight himself. And who comes out, those Jackson Wink guys, they come out fast. And for me, it was just, I didn't make the proper adjustments at the proper time. He didn't do anything that I didn't expect. Even the last knee, I wasn't out, the fight could have kept going. But, it is, I'm not making excuses. Everything happened, and, destiny brought me to the point to where I needed to improve, so that's what I've been doing. I've been making the proper improvements. I'd rather happen there than compared to inside the UFC.
No, I feel you, man, and I'll say it. I think if that fight was at 205 pounds, I think you fucking run through him. But I know that's not in your DNA, and I know you ain't gonna make excuses. So
I'll tell you what though. Bavon, he definitely has to see me again. He definitely has to. We're gonna. I have a lot of respect for that guy, but we're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back for sure.
Yeah, I definitely think
you will. At some point in our career, we're gonna run it back.
For sure, I definitely think you will, man. And you're definitely destined for the UFC. You just gotta keep racking them up, and you're gonna get there. I already think that your skill level's there. It's just a matter of them making a room on the roster now for you, man. I want to give you a few minutes to shout out your coaches, sponsors, whatever you would like, man. The floor is yours.
Man, I'd like to give a shout out to my team, Pura Vida, BJJ, MMA. Give a shout out to Jay Clips, Solo Costa, Zach Otto, Ben Tomes, Josh Moody, Nick Belegas, my team at Carbon World Health, Nestor Rodriguez, Ashley Greer. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, my son, the team at Iridium Sports Agency, Jason House, Jake Parga, Jeremy, all those guys. And yeah, man, that's about it, man.
Well, shit, man, I appreciate it, especially a little bit later than normal. But we got it done, and I wish you the best of luck, man, in your endeavors. We'll probably hook up again before your flight. I mean, if it's not going to be till May, we'll try to get another one in.
Man, I will look. Like I said, man, I'm. All you gotta do is just tell me, hey, when you want to do it. It'll be rhetorical because, like I said, I'm gonna say yes. It's just a matter of, when you want to do it. You let me know when you want to chat, man. I'll do it every day.
Sure, I feel you, man. I wish everybody was as easy as working with you, my dude.
Hey man, I love, like I said, I gotta enjoy. I wasn't enjoying this for a while, man. I had to get back to enjoy it. Believe it or not, a lot of fighters don't enjoy fighting. Yeah. They want to enjoy fighting. They enjoy saying they're a fighter and everything that comes with it, but they don't enjoy fighting. Like I had to get back to actually enjoying fighting, enjoying the grind at 25 years old. and just being really grateful to have the opportunity to even fight. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't have the abilities that I have, or even have the ability to even fight. You know what I mean? So like, I'm in a position where I feel like I got a great talent, and being able to work out like when I'm in pain. You know what I mean? Like there's people that's out there that can't even walk that wish they can be in that position to train to be in pain. You know what I mean? So like I'm just trying to stay grateful, man. You know what I mean? And May 31st, I'm gonna be grateful and humble, and the best respect I can give to Biggie is to disrespect the living hell out of him in there.
Yeah, I've never heard it put like that, but you're absolutely right. That is the best way you could respect a man. Just piggybacking real quick off of what you said, man. I feel you 100% because I went through the same thing a while back, man. When when I was doing this shit for fun, when I was doing this before I was getting paid, I was digging it.
Yeah,
But
right.
but
You
then
know what I mean? Really?
yeah, you start getting paid and that becomes a job, and it's like I don't, it's not as fun anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, but you just gotta, like you said, man, you gotta step back and you gotta realize, well, I get to cover a sport I love for a living, and you get to fight for it. You get to do something, so yeah, we are lucky, but sometimes it's hard to see,
Yeah, absolutely. Until it's gone, until it's taken away.
Exactly.
And you don't realize it when that happens. You want to embrace the moment while it's happening, because when it gets taken away, at least, it'll be that clarity.
You're 100% right, man. Well, I appreciate it, man. You have a good one.
Man, you too, man. Thank you, man.